Welcome to Work Life Cyber. Today we are going to look at NIST 853 Red 5. NIST 853 Red 5. We're going to go over the control families and their description. We're going to begin with AC. AC is access control. AC, access control. This controls who can access systems and data and under what conditions. Who can access systems and data and under what conditions. So these are the controls, the guidelines that ensures that who can access the system, authorized people are accessing the systems, and what data they can access and under what condition. Are you still employed? Is it least privileged? All those good stuff. AT, awareness and training. AT, awareness and training. It is very common to just say training and awareness. That's what most people rolls out of most people's tongue. But awareness and training, it ensures that users are trained to understand and follow security practices. And even if you're not in IT, you may have come to a gotcha moment where you clicked on something and then you get a message saying this is a stimulation and you failed, and then a whole bunch of training assigned to you. IT is not out there to get you, but these are all these stimulations are used to train employees to detect malicious activities when they see one. So awareness and training ensures users are trained to understand and follow security practices. AU, audit and accountability. Audit and accountability. Audit and accountability is audit and accountability logs activity and holds users accountable through audit mechanisms. Audit and accountability logs activity and holds users accountable through audit mechanisms. Most companies, in most applications, you will see that your IT department will be able to provide your sign-ins, your log off. If you delete something, it will say what you deleted. In most cases, it can be retrievable by some admins, and occasionally, your team may audit your activities to see some of the things you did, or they may be required to actually perform an audit on you. And this may be either required by legal, required by your manager, or just merely checking to see if there are any suspicious activities happening. CA, assessment, authorization, and monitoring. CA, assessment, authorization, and monitoring. This evaluates and approves systems for operation and monitors security posture. Evaluates and approves systems for operation and monitors security posture. So this goes through all the assessments, authorization, and monitoring. So when you assess a system and approves for it to come into your environment, it doesn't end there. You spend some time reassessing and monitoring and making sure that there are some mitigation in place if there were any high or critical findings. CM, configuration management. CM, configuration management. This maintains secure, consistent system setting and controls changes. Configuration management maintains secure, consistent system settings and controls changes. CP, contingency planning. CP, contingency planning. This prepares for disruptions with backups and recovery strategies. Prepares for disruptions with backups and recovery strategies. This is when they create backups and replicate so many folders, and then these controls protect the extra storages and then kind of prepares for adverse events. So it's not that things have happened. When things happen, they may refer to these backups, they may refer to these contingency plans, but usually they don't wait till something happens. They just prepare for it. So it is an assumption. And sometimes it's also lessons learned. When an adverse event happens, they will update the contingency plans, their recoveries, and their backup plans, and their backup strategies. So they will improve it. It's a living document, right? And it keeps improving. When an actual event happens, then that determines whether your contingency plans are actually effective or not, right? IA, identification and authentication. IA, identification and authentication. This verifies users and device identities before granting access. Most of the time, we are all given, when you work for a bigger company, you're given an email, and you can only access the company's systems with the company provided email. You cannot just log in with your personal Gmail unless it's like some retirement documents. Usually you can log in into your retirement plans. It's your personal thing. But for company systems, you are given an ID, and then you choose your password. But the ID that's given you is what authorizes or authenticates you to access company files and systems. All right, IR, incident response. IR, incident response. This detects, reports, and handles cybersecurity incidents. IR, incident response. Incident response detects, reports, and handles cybersecurity incidents. MA, maintenance. Maintenance ensures systems are maintained securely. Maintenance, MA. This ensures systems are maintained securely. And this includes updates, patching, authorized access. They give you an authorization they check all the people who are accessing the system to see if they are authorized. And sometimes most companies have patching schedules. Maybe if it's monthly, quarterly, yearly. I don't recommend yearly, but okay. And then there are updates. Sometimes you see that on your company given laptops. You cannot just click and update unless maybe they've allowed it. But usually admins schedule it, and then it updates everyone. You may get notifications saying that your system is updating, reboot, yada, yada, yada. So that's maintenance. They just ensure that the systems are maintained securely. MP, media protection. MP, media protection. Media protection protects sensitive data stored on physical and digital media. Media protection protects sensitive data stored on systems and digital media. So all of these that I'm saying, they are all controls, they are all guidelines. So when I say MP, the controls and the MP are controls that protect sensitive data stored on physical and digital media. PE, I was about to say physical education. PE, physical and environmental protection. PE, physical and environmental protection. This secures physical spaces and safeguards against environmental threats. This includes even something as simple as a padlock on a door, data center being protected against flooding or fire, controls that protects offices from theft, any controls in place that secures the physical space and safeguards against environmental threats. PL planning. This develops and documents security and privacy plans and expectations. Develops and documents security and privacy plans and expectations. PM, program management. PM, program management. Program management provides organization level governance and security program oversight. This provides organization level governance and security program oversight. So program management goes way beyond just negotiating, and they actually have controls in place to ensure that whatever we're bringing into our system is secure enough to be part of our system, right? To not contaminate our system. So there's just going to be, it's not just scheduling meetings and they actually do a lot of research and do input a lot of knowledge in what comes into our environment. They are quite knowledgeable about a lot of things. So these are the controls that provide organizational level governance and security program oversight. PT, personal identifiable information processing and transparency. This ensures privacy protection for personal data. So personal identifiable information, simply known by PII. So this control family protects PII. It just protects. Usually we have so many controls about PCI, PHI, but this is including PII. I'm not saying that there weren't controls protecting PII, but this is just focusing heavily on PII. RA, risk assessment. RA, risk assessment. Risk assessment identifies and analyzes risk to systems and operations. Identifies and analyzes risk to systems and operations. SA, systems and service acquisition. Systems and service acquisition. This integrates security into purchasing and development activities. Integrates security into purchasing and development activities. SC, system and communications protection. SC, systems and communication protection. This protects data in transit and system boundaries. This protects data in transit and system boundaries. We have so many controls in place for this, data at rest, the data that's in storage, the data that has been saved in, say, SharePoint or some personal drive, still work drive, OneDrive somewhere. But this control family protects data in transit when it's being sent. Like my mom would say, when it's in the air going to the person you want it to go to, how it is protected. This is what these controls are like, maybe encrypting it and things like making sure that it goes to the party that is being sent. When you send public key versus private key, etc. SI is system and information integrity. System and information integrity. This monitors systems for flaws and ensures timely correction. Monitors systems for flaws and ensures timely correction. SR is, I believe, no, I believe, it is a new control family. SR wasn't in Rev 4, but SR is now in Rev 5. SR is supply chain risk management. Supply chain risk management. This manages risk related to external vendors and service providers. Manages risk related to external vendors and service providers. So this is when vendor assessments come in. This is when during the vetting system, the RFP time, like that, when you are considering vendors, you assess them and then you make sure that they are fit to be strong enough to be in our environment. And it doesn't end there. When the vendors have been acquired or have been when they've come into our environment, we also have to continue assessing them, monitoring them, and making sure that they are not contaminating our environment. So these are the control families, the current control families for NIST 853 Rev 5. That's AC, access control; AT, awareness and training; AU, audit and accountability; CA, assessment, authorization and monitoring; CM, configuration management; CP, contingency planning; IA, identification and authentication; IR, incident response; MA, maintenance; MP, media protection; PE, physical and environmental protection; PL, planning; PM, program management; PS, personal security; PT, personal identifiable information protection and information processing and transparency. I'll take that again. PT, personally identifiable information processing and transparency. RA, risk assessment. SA, system and service acquisition. SC, system and communication protection. SI, system and information integrity. SR, supply chain risk management. I hope this helps, and you can leave it, play it in your car, play it whilst you're cooking, play it when you're driving your kids, and get used to them. Make sure that you're remembering this. If you play it over and over, you're sure to remember some of them. I will see you in the next video, and happy learning. Bye.